Hey guys, so I'm in the backyard. It's a little chilly, but I had a great question when I put up the video about connecting with your guides. Like, okay, so well, what if I can't dream, or I don't remember my dreams, or if I don't have a bathtub, or I can't astral project? Other ways you can connect with your guides, and other ways of receiving info. So it's important to do your research. Look up, like, if you're used to getting the synchronicities with things, you can look up other things. So, like, let's say your zodiac sign. Look up your Mayan zodiac sign. Look up your Chinese zodiac sign. See if that coincides with things like certain spirit animals that always seem to be coming to you. There are definitely synchronicities in other areas that you'll notice too. What else? Oh yeah, another thing that's useful, look up what your sign's attracted to. I know it sounds weird, but like what part of the body and stuff. Gemini's is hands. They're like tactile and like they're nice because they have lots of nerve endings and you can feel stuff and we like that. It's all about the communication and touch. But, oh yeah, so hand actually goes through my stream, and it's a trend through my stream. My angelic name is Yatrael, Yadriel, Yod, hand, Rael, God. So you'll notice things like that too. Look up all the old Egyptian and Sumerian stories. Most likely, if you're here now and you're awake, you were here then and you were awake as well. That's, like, there was a lot of stuff that went down then. Lots of magical stuff. So, you might remember some of it. Chances are you were meditating every day back then. So, yeah, some of those will resonate. And you know the feeling of what resonates. You know, what feels like, I know this. I don't know why I know this. Like, I was just explaining something this morning. I won't go off on a tangent. But you'll know what resonates. What else? Be open-minded. Like, listen to the light language activations. You won't believe how many times I'm like, okay, I'm gonna click off of this. This is silly. This is silly. And then, like, boom, you'll feel like your heart chakra just open up from the activation. It's crazy. And like, there's so much, like, there's audiobooks now. You can listen to, like, a 6-hour audiobook on Norse mythology. Like, just like that. Like, you don't even have to do any of the work. That was fun. Anyway, so, sacred geometry, draw the flower of life, draw these things, like the Sri Yantra, get to know all that. What else? Oh yeah, if you're still having trouble opening your third eye, cut out the fluoride toothpaste and cut out the aluminum deodorant. They're not good for you. And that can also be leading to the calcification of the pineal gland. Oh yeah. So there's this meditation technique that they do sometimes in the QHHT sessions and stuff. I'm like blinded by the light right now. Where you can condense, you take your energy, all the energy in your body, and you shrink it down and you shrink it down to a tiny little seed of white light at the center of your being. And then you do a full body scan, and from that little seed you send it out. You send it all around 360 around your field, and you're like, okay. So as a starseed, you might be experiencing phantom things. One of the first ways I knew I was an angelkin was because I felt my wings. Like, it was like when people have phantom limbs after they've had a limb removed with surgery, like they feel like the hand is still there. That's how my wings feel. They're there. It's weird. I'll feel certain emotions, and this is okay. So you may have many sets of wings. I feel the emotion of anger, like a righteous anger, in my back. That is not just angelic fire, that's my dragon wings. Like, you'll notice these things. You might have a phantom tail. You might have phantom, who knows, you know? So scan your body, see what feels weird or different, and ask, what is this? And what else? If you're an artist, if you paint, if you're a writer, or if you're a musician, see what the stories you wrote were about. See what the paintings you did were the last few years, or when you were happy. Chances are they might have to do with angels, or fairies, or aliens, or whatever, and the looks of that might lead you to some of these conclusions also. What else? Sorry. Oh yeah. And then also, look at your opposite, too. Because, like, your shadow is going to lead you to some things, too. Like, a lot of people's 40 is almost like an opposite, because your soul wants to be balanced. So, it's also trying to integrate things that you didn't resonate with, almost. Not exactly your opposite, but, like, a little bit. What else? Is there a lesson that's, like, always super, super hard for you to learn? No matter how much you try to, like, figure this out, you can never figure it out. It just keeps coming to you. That has to probably do with one of your other ones. Oh. Is there a thing that it's like, I'm just not allowed to go there? Like, you don't believe in fate, necessarily. There's one topic or one thing that, like, you don't seem to be allowed to be able to pursue. When I was younger, this has to do with a past life. When I was younger, oh my gosh. Like, yeah, when I was a teenager, I wanted to be a genetic engineer. And that changed a lot, but I had this weird teacher, because science is usually not linked to other things, right? But I had this weird science teacher who was like, because I wrote this proposal because I wanted to do genetic engineering and, like, change the codes and just see if you switched out different bits of DNA, what happens in that section. And I didn't even want to do it, like, with a full-fledged organism. It was like a microorganism or a plant or something. And she was like, no, you can't do that. Like, I guess she was processing some stuff from back in the day, and maybe she knew some things I didn't know yet. But I don't know. Yeah, anyway. It'll be weird things like that. Is there a certain type of friend or lover that you always seem to be attracting? That pattern may be continue up the chain too. Sorry. Certain types of books you always like to read, something everyone always gives you as a gift, shapes you see around you all the time. I could give a quick description of the starseed races, but there's much better information on, like, modern spirituality on YouTube. They have a great channel, and then they ask them each time they channel them, like, hey, what would a blank starseed feel like? Like, if you're from Arcturus, what are some qualities of a person from Arcturus? So I highly recommend them. Sorry. Oh yeah, and that's another thing too. Is there a certain type of clothes you always like to wear? Is that something that a certain other alien race might do? So, if you tried all this and it hasn't worked for you, there is always QHHT. Cosmic Christie does her Starseedology. And yeah, so the guides had some messages here too. They were like, you all make this much more complicated than it needs to be. Just go into nature with a grateful heart. Go outside, get grounded, and ask. Ask us to make our presence more known to you. Ask us for guidance. Ask to be shown signs that we're here. And then my Syrian wanted to say, pay attention to your senses. Your touch. You might feel them on the back, on the back of your neck. You might hear things. I get freaked out with the clairaudience because that's like the rarest one to me, and I really don't like to know when things are talking to me and I don't know what they are and where they're coming from. That freaks me out. But I like the clairvoyance, and the claircognizance is cool too. So you could ask for your senses to be enhanced as well, and apparently that's something the Syrians want to help you with, so that would be cool to work with them for that. Alrighty, I think that's all I got. If anyone else has any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I love you. Mwah. Bye!